Hi, I'm Rosie. Welcome to Group 6's dramatic reading, taking from Euripides' play Bakkhai. Euripides was a Greek playwright who lived in the 5th century BCE, and now Nadia, Joshua, and Walter will reenact lines 516 to 607 of the play.
Here we are, Pentheus. We've hunted the prey, the one you sent us out to catch. Our search was not in vain. We found this beast was gentle, and he didn't run, but held his hands out. He didn't even pale. His cheeks stayed flushed with wine. He laughed and said to bind his hands and lead him on. He waited to make that job quite easy for us. I was ashamed. I said, "Stranger, I don't want to arrest you. I don't arrest you because I want to, but because I was sent by Pentheus, who ordered me to do it. As for the Bakkhai you locked up, the ones you took away and bound and shackled and chains in the town prison, now they're gone, set free. They're running away through the mountain clearings, leaping and calling on their Dionysus as a god. Their ankle chains just fell away. By themselves, the doors no mortal hand had touched swung wide open, unbolted. Full of wonders, this man had come to seize. But whatever is to happen next is your concern, not mine.
Untie his hands. He's in my net. He won't escape me now. Well, you do have the shape of a man whose body women don't find ugly. Isn't that just what you came here for? Your hair is much too long to be a wrestler's, flowing down to your cheeks that way and full of lust. You've kept your skin quite fair by staying out of the sun and well in the shade to hunt for Aphrodite, pretty as you are. First, tell me of your home, your family.
I will tell you readily. It's easy. You heard of Mount thick with flowers?
Yes, it makes a circle around the town of Sardinia.
I'm from there. My country is Lydia.
These rites that you bring to Greece, where are they from?
Dionysus himself, son of Zeus, initiated me.
Some Zeus from over there who forgets new gods?
None but Zeus who yoked Semele to himself here.
Were you compelled by him in a dream, or was it in the waking hours?
Face to face, and he give me mystic rites.
These mystic rites of yours, what are they like?
They must not be known by mortals who are not Bakkhai.
How do they benefit the ones who make the ritual sacrifice?
That's not for you to hear, although it's worth knowing.
You counterfeit a good reply so that I'll want to hear.
The rites to God would scathe a non-believer.
The god. Claim you saw him clearly. What was he like?
Whatever you wish. I did not order him about.
How cleverly you channel this aside and say nothing.
Wise things sound to the ignorant will sound like nonsense.
Is Thebes the first place that you brought the god?
Among barbarians, these rites are danced by everyone.
Because they have less sense than we do the Greeks.
In this, at least, they have good sense, but different customs.
Do you perform these rites by day or by night?
Mostly at night, because the darkness has its holiness.
Treacherous for women and corrupts them.
What's shameful can be found even in the light.
You must be punished for your evil sophistry.
And you for your ignorance and piety, lack of piety towards the gods.
What Bacchic boldness, an acrobat of words.
Tell me what I'll suffer. What terrible thing will you do to me?
First, I'll have that delicate hair of yours cut off.
My hair is sacred. I grow it for the gods.
Next, give up that thyrsus that's in your hand.
Take it from me yourself. I carry it for Dionysus.
We will guard your body inside, in chains.
The god himself will set me free, whenever I so wish.
Yes, if you call him while standing with the Maenads.
He's right here now. He sees what I am suffering.
Where is he then? I don't see him.
He's where I am. Because of your irreverence, you cannot see him.
Hold this man. He scorns both me and Thebes.
I tell all of you, I am saying you are not.
And I say, I rule you, and they'll bind you.
You do not know what your life is, nor what you're doing, nor who you are.
I am Pentheus,
Agaway's son? Ichion was my father. Your name means grief, and you are suited for it. Begone! Confine him to the horse of see gloom and darkness. You can do your rights there. And these women you brought as your accomplices in evil will either sell these drums I'll own as household slaves working on my looms.
I'm ready to go. What is not meant to be, I won't have to suffer. But you, the God in whose existence you do not believe, Dionysus will chase you down and then exact his compensation for your insults. In putting us in chains, it's him you wrong. Hi, welcome to our background director's cut. We're very happy to have you here.
We thoroughly enjoyed making that video.
And we hope that you enjoyed this roundtable discussion about the excerpt that we performed. One of the interesting things about that last line that I gave, the very spirited threat that I gave Dionysus, which really is more threatening for his, the celebrants of the Bakkhai, is to kind of sentence these women to the loom, to essentially return them to their domestic sphere. It's very interesting because Dionysus represents a liberating of women from the tasks of ordinary life. You get a lot of imagery throughout the play of women being liberated from the loom, liberated from making clothes, domestic tasks. There's even one section that talks about women being away from their newborn children, and obviously Dionysus is representing kind of a threat to the established domestic order where women stay in the home and men go off and do the fighting. And it's really presented in these really extreme terms, newborns being abandoned. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I agree. I think that he's more interested in the actual liberation than the actual struggles of any particular group. As long as he can play a role in liberating them, he gets to play the hero, and in that way he gains something. Whether or not those groups actually gain anything, I think is irrelevant.
So you're saying that his motive is selfish, and so it doesn't matter, even if his liberation is egalitarian, including both men and women. His motive, do you think his motive taints the entire thing, or is there some good in the liberation? Even if
I think he's
doesn't
doing a
intend
good
it?
thing for maybe not the best.
Hmm.
So, I'm not going to stop him from continuing to liberate, but do we really want to praise that behavior as heroic?
So that's a very interesting question. Dionysus may not be about liberation, but maybe the play is. Yeah. Because perhaps the play is, because the play is about Dionysus, it's not necessarily the same thing as Dionysus. So perhaps the play is talking about liberation of women through a character who seems to be ambivalent. I think this also brings up a fair point where we were talking about Dionysus and with slightly selfish reasons for what he's doing. And this is going back to when we talked about the Homeric hymn to Dionysus, where he's going into the situation where he's dealing with humans, and he just wants to set the humans up for failure. He's not letting, in the Homeric hymn to Dionysus, he kind of was starting to understand this is a god, but everyone else, he was like, oh, I'm getting ready to mess with you guys. The same sort of thing with Pentheus here. Pentheus doesn't really, he should be maybe a little more outgoing and charitable to any newcomer in his area, but he doesn't have any real reason to believe in Dionysus. He is, and Dionysus is purposely setting him up for failure and eventually death by his own family members. One thing that's interesting is how extreme the liberation is. The liberation is absolute. Women are secluded from men, they're apart, they're doing all these horrible things, eating animals alive, they're sort of roaming the hillsides. Surely this is not, this is sort of like the extreme of domestic liberation. You're not just outside of the home, but you're outside of the polis, you're outside of the state, you're outside of everything, humankind. So maybe this is like by its extremity, the liberation is undermined, right? It's you know what I mean? Like it's sort of a straw man, if you will, straw woman. You know what I mean? And it's like sort of mocking female
Yeah.
liberation. See how ridiculous this is. You
You know, if they aren't in the household and domesticated, this is what
See
will
how
happen.
quickly they
Right,
leave the savagery.
right. It's almost a caricature of liberation.
Mhm.
And so in that way, it may actually not be so progressive.
No way could they possibly be out on their own and function successfully in a societal way.
Mhm.
They like fall into
Yeah.
savagery extremely quickly.
Final thoughts. What, if you were reading this for the first time, if for someone else reading this for the first time, what would you want their takeaway to be?
I would want the takeaway to be that, well, if I could, I think I'd want them to think that women's liberation was good. I would also maybe like to sort of go along your lines of caricature, think that they shouldn't take anything, because it is at the end of the day a myth. I think they shouldn't take anything that's in it as absolute or complete or like, word for word. I think that it's supposed to imply a message and that the message is up for interpretation by the reader so that they don't delve into it too intensely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us in a roundtable discussion of your Bakkhai. Thank you.
Standing here on our own. Yeah, the first step's the hardest when you're walking into the unknown.